You know, it's just something you live with and you know. This is a pretty good driving hole, and it's long. I grant 490,
490.
but playing downhill, so you can probably drive it, you know, at least 300. But all you want to do is hit this fairway, but it's so long that you've got to hit it a long way. So you don't really want to steer it, but since you're elevated, you can't, you know, stand up here and tee it high and let it fly. But I think it's a great hole because it looks tighter than it is. And that's, you know, should be great. If I could hit a lot more like that. You know, I have the tendency to kind of get the club out and up, but I do get it in a great spot. You know, I used to get across the line as I made much bigger of a turn. I get the club over here a little like Larry Nelson, and I would get the club back to the ball extremely square. And I was going at it so hard, I hit a really hard cut. That's what I live. I mean, I would aim this up into the junk, but I knew I was going to cut it every single time. Now my body, I can't do that as much. So I rely on, same thing, getting the club, in a, you know, I have a strong grip, which helps me get the club this way easier, instead of, you know, making a big turn back away from the ball, a la most tour players. But I have a stronger grip, so I can get the club cocked much easier. And I think a lot of amateurs have stronger grips, which helps them. So I rely on just making a turn with my shoulder. I'm not so worried about where my lower body goes on the backswing. My problem is a lot of times I don't move the shoulder and I go just like this. And the club looks great, but I haven't moved my upper body. So if I can get that part down, and then once I come down, my lower body is just going as hard as I can to try and get through the ball and then release the club. And on that particular shot, I felt like I tried to hit it 80%. But everything went well, and I got the club to the ball really square, and I was aggressive through the shot. But a lot of times, if you do swing, or as we say, steer it, you don't want to be slowing down through the ball, because any miss will make the ball curve a heck of a lot more. So I always try and speed up through the ball no matter what. Even if I tee it high in a par 5 and swing as hard as I can, I still am going through the ball as hard as I possibly can.